Now,
Is Matt's, later, Matt's, examination, McLean?
It is later, yeah, because, 5.3, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we'll have something by this evening, but, maybe not till tomorrow.
Have you guys gotten any closer on how to fill that last roster spot?
Not really, yeah, we may not make that decision till Wednesday. Yeah.
When you deal with some of the adversity that you all faced over the last few weeks, you know, losing Noel before a bit and some of the injuries, TJ and Matt, how do you go about moving forward as a team, taking that in stride and staying together and, you know, being how you want to be when the season starts?
Yeah, I mean, if there's one certainty in our game for all teams, you're going to go through injuries, you're gonna go through adversity. It's going to happen. And how, you know, we've talked a lot about this as a team, how you respond to that is going to lead to the outcome of your season. It's that important, it's that much part of the game of baseball. So we're no different. Yes, it all happened in a, you know, like, and we're gonna have more challenges, but a lot happened in the last 7 to 10 days. We're gonna miss each of those guys individually. As a team, it's been really a reminder of like how together this team is, and to see how we responded. I mean, there was a letdown, there's no question, but it came back around, and you know, our players know that the response is everything, and it's a choice. You know, you either respond the right way and have a great attitude, but it's not always like that. So seeing our team handling it that way, it actually gives us some momentum going into the season. So it's really, I think, you know, one of the characteristics of our team that's going to show up the most.
Tyler said exactly that. He not only referenced what you guys showed in spring training, but last year when you went through adversity, you had so many guys step up. How much do you think that factors in the ability to kind of keep this in perspective, the injuries?
Yeah, it is an opportunity for other players to step up, but it's really an opportunity to let how close our team is to really shine. And you know, we couldn't be luckier and more fortunate with the character that we have in the room. And these are the times that this shows up more than any other time. So.
Opening day is always special, but given your history, family's history, does it hit you in a special way, even though you've been through so many of them now?
It definitely gets more meaningful each year. You know, every day that passes, every year, you just learn more and more not to take anything for granted. And you know, if anything, I've become more and more grateful for every minute I get to be doing this, especially with this team. You know, but the opening day, the city of Cincinnati, the connection to the home, that becomes more meaningful in its own too. So it's, and you would think our whole team is from Cincinnati. How excited they are to come back here when they walk in the clubhouse, and the way they talk about it leading up to it. They all feel like they're at home here. So that's, and we do have several players from here. Maybe that's part of it, but truly, like, the whole team feels at home here.
How special is it to have Sean Casey and some of these members of the '99 team back for opening day this year?
Oh yeah, that'll be great. It'll be great to see a lot of those guys. You know, they had great careers here, and you know, playing against them, it'll be fun to see those guys. And, yeah, I definitely have a connection there, so I'm sure it'll be meaningful for them to be here on opening day as well.
What's your favorite part of opening day?
Once the game starts. But I mean, because it's, I mean, that's what you work for, you know, all along. That's what it's all about. And spring training was a great success, a lot of great work, we accomplished a lot, we had the challenges. But it's everything we do, off-season, all the work that all our players put in and everyone puts in is for this moment of playing the game. That's what it's all about.
You spoke about the attitude and character of the clubhouse. Every single player who's been up here so far talks about how it's just so positive in there, everyone gels. And it feels like it was that way last year too. Is it more the foundation that is built here, or is it the management, the players that bring it in?
It's a combination. I point mostly to the character of our players. That I have not been around anything like it. I've been around, good teams. We all have, but for every guy, every single player, and I'll throw the staff into like everyone to be an equal contributing member with like the same goal. I don't know that I know I haven't experienced that, and it just makes you can't wait to get to work every day. It's fun to be around. It's invigorating every day. Like it's just the foundation. It doesn't guarantee us anything, but it is the foundation for something really special happening. Without it, it can't happen. With it, it's possible.
With players talking about that, they've also pointed out last year and this year how much you and the staff put into trying to create this environment. And when you try to create it, you're not guaranteed any result.
Right.
But you seem to be getting some of those chemistry results that you were hoping to have. That was an emphasis again in spring this year, even with new guys.
It is very important to us, and for all the reasons I just mentioned. But if it's not the right group of players that don't want to be part of something or it's not who they are, they can become forced and not work, even backfire. But that's not the case. It is who our players. So really all we're doing, and there's been a commitment and resources from the organization to make a lot happen. But it's not going to go anywhere without the buy-in of the players.
What went into the decision of having Frankie start on opening day, and what have conversations with both him and Hunter been like since then?
That seems like in the past now because of how the players handled it. It was just, you have the conversation, you make a decision, you explain, and you move on. So, yeah, I mean, there was reasons at the time. I mean, the bottom line is like somebody had to pitch opening day. Frankie, there's so many things that he has done and who he is and where we think he's headed because of his health and all that qualify him. He deserves it, all of that. But there could be an argument for all of our pitchers, Hunter included. He's pitching game 2, which is, come game 2 of the season, it's going to be just as important. And it was very healthy conversations.
Do you have the rotation for the first 5 days for the season? Like the
Yes.
order?
Yeah, Montas, Green, Martinez, Abbott, Ashcroft.
And is that just based on where they all lined up schedule-wise? On the back half?
Yes, yeah, that would be the main reason for that, yeah.
But out of fourth and
Ashcroft, yeah. Especially with those two,
Mhm.
it was more about that. We could have gone either way there.
Speaking of Frankie, how far away is he, or is he close to or at the spot as he was when he was dominating hitters in Oakland?
Yeah, I mean, spring training is different than the season, but all indications, all signs, he actually came into spring training ready to go. And he had one little ball in there, which is a good thing, because you can't just sprint through spring training. You're gonna go through that stretch at some point. So we see him, if anything, he's gotten better through the experience. The good and the bad, he's gone through the challenges of being injured, but he seems completely healthy. And we know if he's healthy, that's the main thing for Frankie.
Thanks, David.